And we are delighted to be joined by Chris Kirk, a four-time winner on the PGA Tour, multiple wins in the Korn Ferry Tour as well, Ben Hogan Award recipient back in 2007. He was a member of the 2015 United States President's Cup team. Chris, it's good to see you. How are you doing now? Here we are in November, the week before Thanksgiving. It's been a long year for all of you guys. How's your energy level?
I feel good. You know, it was a great week off last week at home and was able to kind of put the clubs away for a little bit and just try to work on my fitness a little bit and just try to hang out with my kids and my wife and just, get a little bit of a break and then rejuvenated and ready to go this week.
We were talking before we went on the air. I was asking about his kids. 3 boys. How old are the boys? And they're all baseball players?
Baseball players, yeah. They're 5, 8, and 10. So little guy Wilder's just getting started with his baseball, but loving it. My oldest son Sawyer's playing travel ball, and Foster, my middle son's kind of somewhere in between. But they all love the game. We all, we're big Braves fans, and it was just kind of I've probably pushed baseball on them a lot more than I have golf. But yeah, they love it. And I do too.
How did it happen that you would push baseball more than golf? Was it a family thing for you guys?
I think just the accessibility of it, of being able to do it in our yard at home,
sure,
probably helps. And I definitely think that I've been accused of liking baseball more than golf, which may or may not be true, but. Yeah, I grew up playing, and I love it. I work out at a baseball performance place. I mean, it's a big part of my life still. And so, yeah, it's been so fun to watch them learn the game and be on teams and have a great time with it.
Then for you and your family, for the Astros to win the World Series, is that like arch enemy stuff?
It was better than the Phillies. But no, it was. I didn't watch a ton of it, but I found myself whenever I was watching these World Series games, I didn't want anybody to score a run because I disliked both teams so much. But there was some relief a little bit, I guess, when the Astros won. That I was like, thank God the Phillies didn't do it.
So when you look at whether we're talking about golf or whether you're talking about baseball, is sport always in some way seemingly a reflection of life too?
I think so, yeah. I mean, just the work and dedication it takes to be successful and the passion that people bring to sports. And, I was talking to somebody the other day that was a huge Phillies fan and was at the game where Harper hit the 2-run homer in the 8th inning for them to win. It's just like he was trying to describe the environment, which is difficult to do. And I was watching it on TV, and it almost gave me goosebumps. Even it's not my team, but you just see that arena and just the sound and the passion coming from everybody. Like, where else can you create that? It's amazing watching stuff like that.
Andrew, our director back there, you got to pull up a shot of Harper someplace, because I would venture to say if you grew your hair long, you would look like most of the players on the Phillies. They're all like 6'2", lean, right? With the beard, the whole thing. I hate to tell you that because I know you despise the team.
That's all right.
Now you're slightly offended.
And I wouldn't mind looking like a baseball player. I'd have to gain a little bit of weight, I think.
Yeah, those guys, they're just athletes are big nowadays. Mm-hmm. All of you guys are big. How is the year going for you so far?
It's been a great year. It's been a lot of fun. It's kind of my focus these days as I get further on in my career is that, I want to focus on, am I enjoying the work that I'm putting in to prepare and play, and definitely check that box. Yes, I love practicing. I love getting ready for events. And then am I having as much fun as possible when I'm on the road? Played a lot of awesome tournaments, and, we've been, the last handful of years, I've stayed in only a couple hotels per year, and have been renting houses every week with some of my buddies out here with, Sep Straka, Brendan Todd, who was my roommate in college. We stay together almost every week, and a bunch of some of the other Georgia guys, and JT Poston, Patton Kazire, Denny McCarthy. We kind of have a group of guys that all stay together a lot, and it just makes for a very fun environment, playing our Tuesday games and playing cards at the house at night and all, I always bring couple baseball gloves and a ball and a football, and we're all throwing out in the yard and just having a great time. So I'm more focused on, what is my day-to-day quality of life? Am I doing the best that I can to prepare for golf tournaments? On weeks when I'm at home, am I doing the best that I can as a father and a husband? I just want to do the best that I've got with the day that's in front of me. And I feel like I'm getting better and better at that. Good. And so then the results of golf tournaments are, very secondary to me.
When you do that kind of life inventory, which I think is brilliant, and it's probably something we all could benefit from, but when you do that kind of life inventory, does it also at any time cause you to reflect on, say, the road less traveled? Was there another life's path that you look at it and go, you know what, no matter what happens, I'll be okay because I can do this too?
Yeah, I suppose, I try not to look too far ahead or look too far behind. I think that a big key to all of that is not, living in any regret in the past. Anything that I've screwed up or done wrong in the past was typically going to be a great learning experience for me. And, yep. And then whatever comes tomorrow, next week, that's kind of the beauty of life, is that I don't really know what's going to happen tomorrow. You may think or you may think what's going to happen next week or going to happen next year, but it's like, it'd be like watching a movie if you already knew what the end was going to happen. If it was the other way around, that's one of the best parts about it, is that we don't know. We get to find out and do the best that we can with what's laid out in front of us. But so I just try to stay where I'm at and give it all I got.
Now, where you're at right now is this RSM Classic, and you are a member of Team RSM as well. Mm-hmm. I'm curious about how that came about. What was the connection that appealed to you about RSM and vice versa?
Yeah, so I won the tournament here in 2013, so I got to know a lot of the people within RSM, Joe Adams and Bill Gorman and Andy Bosman and Heather and Doug Oppenheim and all these people that are kind of behind the scenes making the company happen. And then in 2017, I was here and playing really well, and I had just gotten out of an equipment contract, and so I had nothing kind of going on, and so I played and wore a Georgia hat. And I was in the final group on Sunday, had a decent chance to win, and ended up finishing fourth. And
nice.
Bill Gorman, who I've gotten pretty close with, and he just kind of jokingly was like, we need to get you an RSM hat instead of a Georgia hat. And I was like, yeah, we can make that happen. And then, I think it was the week after, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, the week after, I called him. It was just like, I know that was said in jest somewhat, but that would be the absolute ideal opportunity for me. And, I already have a great relationship with you guys, and the tournament is so special to me, and it would be a dream sponsorship opportunity for me, and that was what got the ball rolling, and then 2018 through now, it's been an incredible fit.
That is awesome. How about the rest of your sponsors? Who else have you aligned yourself with?
M3Com is a new sponsor for me as of this spring. Harris English and I are both sponsored by them. Jeff Freitas is the guy that runs the company. He's here this week. They do a lot of business with RSM, so it's a really good fit for Harris and I. And it's been another really incredible relationship. It's not just I wear the logo, they send me a check. It's not really like that at all. Jeff and Tom Terry, the kind of two main guys, I speak with them on a regular basis, and they've become really close friends, to be honest. And it's been a really, really great partnership.
That is awesome. I love to ask the following question, Chris, to PGA Tour players, because somewhere, someone either listening to us on the radio side or watching us on the television side, they have a dream. They have something that they're chasing, just like every one of you that tee it up each week on the PGA Tour are chasing a dream of another victory or an ascension. I'm just curious about what message of inspiration you would have for those people that are harboring a hope in their hearts.
I think one thing that I've learned that has been big for me throughout my career is it's easy when you have days where you feel really motivated to go practice, or you feel really motivated to go work out, and you have a lot of days where maybe you don't feel that motivated. Don't wait for the motivation. Just show up and do what you feel like you need to do to get better. And a lot of times I've found that those days when I didn't feel like going to the gym, or those days where I didn't feel like going to hit balls, or I didn't feel like going to work on whatever, and I did it anyways, those are the days where I really feel like, okay, I'm getting somewhere.
Awesome. Dude, your story's a cool one. Thank you for being here. You
Absolutely.
are an inspiration. But before
Appreciate
you go, you can see the TV monitor over here, right? Check this out and tell me if
I need to grow my beard out a little bit longer, I guess. But
right? Look, yeah, there you go. You guys be the judge at home. I'm telling you, it's dead on. You hate the Phillies, but you're one of them.
I know. It's funny because he's such a hateable character, and then. But the thing is, I have some friends in the baseball world, and I've never met Bryce, but everybody in the baseball world that I've talked to are just like, he is just like the greatest guy, salt of the earth, just a really fantastic person.
Dude, look
and it
right
hurts
at that camera and smile.
It hurts a little bit.
Look right at the camera and smile. And Andrew, go ahead and put him up. I'm telling you what, I think we've nailed that one right there.
I wish I could hit a baseball like he can, that's for sure.
Chris Kirk, more of the Fairways of Life show, folks, coming up right after this.